Back live. I'm gonna keep that on for you guys. In my last story, there's the link. Pod Mindcast. Go check it out on YouTube. Opa. I'm a rookie. My first day on the job. I know what I'm doing though.
Tô desfocado, né, Zé? Eu saí completamente.
Volta.
Go back to your place.
Alright. We're going back in.
Voltamos pra falar tchau, né?
Praticamente, né?
A gente puxa um pouco mais. Né?
Isso.
Esse é eu?
Isso é você.
Me? No, not anymore.
No.
We're good?
É.
I'm nervous.
I guess we back. We back.
Right, we're back. We're back,
We
guys.
back.
Okay, we are back.
We're back in action.
So we got some problems with the network.
Technical problems resolved.
It's raining in Florida, guys. Give us
Raining
a
a
break
lot.
here.
Yeah.
It's
Raining a
raining
lot.
heavy. The Wi-Fi with the rain.
And now it's a lie.
Now we're,
Live. It's
Live.
now we're back live on YouTube for those who want to check out that link.
Yeah.
I still eating. My God.
Não pode?
Oh,
can't.
barulho no microfone. Rack.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm nervous. Second note.
Okay, we are back.
So,
Let's continue.
I forgot what
Well,
we
we
said.
were- I
We were
have no
at
idea.
the PFL.
Hey, let's
season.
answer the question. The question.
Oh, the
that
question.
Yeah.
What was
So-
the question?
The question was mindset.
Go ahead.
Let me see here. About mindset. Okay, so
Let me hear what you have to say, Master of You Junior.
So it was Master of You. That's in context with my dad's book. He just came out with a book called Master of Yourself. So
Master of You.
Master of You. So I'm Master of You Junior. For anybody, book's coming out in English. But on here in my live, somebody asked me about a mindset in correlation with my win. If you guys didn't know, my last fight, I won, but the fight before that, I suffered my first loss. So there was a lot of different hills I had to kind of get over, right? Different barriers to allow myself to let the past be the past and push forward to what's coming ahead of me. I think for the mindset to grow, you have to have a period where the mindset is down. You're down in the dumps. You're down in the struggle. You're in the dark. So I think it's a big part of, like you said, when you lose, you gotta just not losing. You gotta learn from that. You have to grow from that position, right? It's losing it could be really, really bad.
If you choose to be a loser or you choose to lose, that is a choice. The choice is there for you to learn for what happened, for the mistake or for the loss.
Exactly.
You know, the real mindset is based on then you don't lose, you learn.
Always
and you
learning,
really
yeah.
learn for not to make that happen again. That doesn't mean when people think about mindset, they think then, so that means you're never gonna lose. It's not what I'm saying, but you choose to learn. It is a lesson. Then comes with a lot of sour, a lot of salt, a lot of very spicy.
It's a very different,
and you got to deal with that.
Yeah, and I think one of the things too, is it allows you. It's almost like you need these bad moments, not bad, right? I don't want to say bad, right? But you need these moments that really burn you. They hurt for you to really find out what you're made of, right? There's people that are stagnant, right? They're comfortable, but they could do better in life, but they have nothing underneath their butts to
Someone say you can control your emotion, what you're feeling, but it's not true, right?
No, at the end of
you're gonna receive the bad part,
For sure, that's part of the treatment. I think when it's like going to the doctor, right? For you to go to the doctor, you need to be sick. You need to have something wrong with you, right? So I think once you realize hey, something's wrong with me. Not necessarily go to the doctor, right? Yourself, you are your own doctor. You know, you are your own. You're your own. You know, you're gonna progress or you're gonna go back and step. You know, that's what you decide. And if you take even the smallest step into a better direction from where you're at before, that's a start. That's better than anybody just sitting on their hands doing nothing.
I do believe that things should be seen in a step by step. The first step then comes after the loss. It is to understand that happens, recognize, and do not stay too much on the phase. Yeah. You know, and when I say that, I'm not trying to say do not feel, because you're gonna feel, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna, sure. You see when I bring the it's gonna hurt, it's gonna bruise, it's gonna feel you know, it's gonna make you feel like shit. That is the right way to say that. But I do not enjoy too much. Do not make that as a something that is going to be forever in your life. I think that what people what they do to themselves is really to enjoy the place of being a victim, you know what I mean? Being like on the, oh my God, why me? Why happens? Why this? Why that? Hey, get over it. Get over it. Exactly. What is next? Okay, I lost. I didn't make it. Whatever it is, the way it happens, just get on the program. Make yourself choose. Make a choice to get back on track. You know, I do believe then we should not think about, you know, wasting energy with something then you're not going to be able to change, because what happened is in the past. Now comes the time then you have to make a decision. You want to waste your power, your energy, whatever you have with something that is not going to change. Exactly. Because you can't go back to the past and change the results. No. Or you're going to say, FP, and let's get on the next one. What is the next one? I understand. I don't want people to feel then I have no emotions, or I'm not a human. I am, but if I want to get back on track and I still gotta go after my dreams or my goals, I cannot waste my time doing something or thinking or investing something. Something is not going to change. Exactly. And I think that is the mindset. The mindset is, hey, that's not going to stop me. Yeah. You know, at least if you decide to stop, it is a choice. Then you made it. So you know, there's nothing else to say.
No, and I think a lot of it too is you got to know who you are. And you got to see the big picture. Of course, the big always. Picture, right? Everything we do in life is for the big picture, the big moment, that the dream, right? The CEO, the owner of a company, the PFL champion. There's always this big picture always at the end. You don't want to get caught up in the moment, that the speed bump, the barrier, right? You got to know it's temporary. You got to know that there's a bigger picture ahead. There's a bigger.
In adding to what you're saying, what gets better if you choose, then is always the finish of the run is the start to another
exactly.
dream. You know, that's the way I think. I mean, yes, you're going to ask me, oh, but did you lose some? Yes, I did. I didn't waste my 1 inch of energy in what happened, and I cannot change. Yeah. I'm thinking ready what is coming, what I can do with tomorrow, because the yesterday doesn't exist anymore. Exactly. So let me put my mind on the tomorrow. I want to see tomorrow. I want to make my tomorrow much better than the yesterday, and you have to do it right now. Yeah. If you keep, you choose to keep yourself in that position, like I said before, then you're trying to understand, and it is a lesson. Learn and do it. What is kind of difficult for people to understand, it is on the bad lesson, it is in the problems, then you really get better. That's what moves you. Nobody's going to move their ass out of the couch watching football and drinking beer. It's not going to happen. Your dream is not going to come and knock on your door and say, I'm here for you. That's
Never.
not gonna happen.
Never.
That is not in the books in the Bible. When any other book you can look for in any place. So get that ready on you. That don't try to negotiate and say, "Oh, can I change it?" It's not gonna change. The only way you get it, and if you get up and go, and going means what, and the process means what? Getting down, getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down, getting up. Doesn't matter. The question is, and always is, what do you want? It's not what you gotta go through. It's not. I'm not asking about sacrificing, and ups and downs. I'm asking you, what do you want?
Exactly.
And that is and if you ask yourself, that is the answer right there. Because, you're going to bleed. Yeah, you're going to cry. Yes, you're going to go through pain. Yes, of course, yes. Mm-hmm. Because if it was not like that, everybody would be doing exactly the same shit. Sure. We're not here. You're not here, sure. Like I told you. We're not here to be the same. Yeah. And it seems to be that people has a problem. They afraid to say that. They are afraid to think like that. Yeah. Then we have to be the same. No, we not have to be the same.
Yeah, we could all be perfectly different in our perfectly our way. Yeah,
I'm here to be me and like me, just me. That's it. I don't care who think that is similar. I'm not similar to anybody.
For sure, and I think too, when you're going through these moments of life that they hold you down, like my loss or somebody going through a hard time, I think it's a combination, right, of you're going to be okay. Time passes. This too shall pass. It's seasonal, right? Mm-hmm. Everything is going to pass eventually. But it's a combination of relaxation, being calm, focused, but at the same time, hold that thing that fucked you up, that thing in your heart that really got you. Make sure you have it in there. Every once in a while you hear it beep and you're okay. That's where I don't want to go again. I don't want to go to that part again. When I was getting ready for this fight, I would think about Madison Square Garden, all those people there screaming my name. Like I could have made a difference in my life that night. It's the past, but that's in my mind. I never, ever, ever want to have that moment where that's taken from me again. At least I'm going to try harder. I'm going to try to find something I'm never going to go through that again. And I might go through it again. And that will be another moment of my life where I will find myself even deeper, even further, right? It's this weird trade things of life. You want to learn, you want to build your character. You have to find some struggle. It's weird, right? Go look for a problem. Look for a problem and conquer that problem. And you kind of find out who you are more. I think nowadays with what's happening with the world, we want to be less confrontation. We don't want the problem. We want to just be passive about everything.
Do you think
that plan?
Do you think that it would be crazy to say then you wanted the problem?
Yeah. Fighters, MMA fighters.
You wanted the problem. You want the things that
looking for a fight.
They really, yes,
you're looking for a fight.
It is one thing that I like about PFL, and it kind of makes sense. It relates to life. Then every year they have a champion. Can be the same guy, but he has to start the whole thing again.
All over again.
So when it gets to December, the champion just won the belt. It's not the champion anymore. Comes the first month of January, they come with a new bracket, with the new fighters, with the new fights. Mm-hmm. So the whole season starts again. And it's so similar to what we should see life. Every single time you conquer, you accomplish your dream. You should not sit in your ass and enjoy. You should say, you know what? If I got here, what is the beauty? In my opinion, that's Connor's opinion. I don't want anybody to have the same opinion or agree, whatever. It is I got this dream done. What is my next one? Because that is going to be a pass. As much as it's a great dream, as much as you happy and you glad, whatever is the feeling that you feel, that is over.
Is the example that you gave the mountain?
Exactly about the example. When I get to the mountain, then I was so drive to go to. There was such a desire for me to get to the top. When I get to the top of the mountain, I'm looking for another one that is higher and more difficult for me to get it. And I'm going to go to the next
and enjoy
no, because you know what? At some point, I got to go down in the mountain. So for me to get to the top again, I got to do in the bad one. That's the beauty is everything that most of the people, they try to avoid. The challenges, the fears, the problems. And you're going to say, you like problems. I don't see problems like the majority of the people see. I see problems with very, very specific lessons. Yeah. They are the ones that say, you're not going to do
the way... And make it a part of it.
You're not going to do the way you want. You're going to do the way you're supposed to be, the way it is. Is we're not going to negotiate. Or you're going to pay or you're not going to get it. That's the real problem. That is the real challenge that we should see it. We try to make comfortable. We try to make easy. We try to make cuts. But let me tell you, my friend, you don't go outside and drive and say, for me to get to point A to point B, I'm going to do my way the way I want. No. You're going to put in the ways and you're going to put it on the maps. We're going to put whatever you want. And you got to go through the ways to get what you want. You're not. It's not going to happen.
It's going to show.
And you got to respect the lives. When to stop, you got to stop. When you got to move, you got to move.
For sure.
And that is life. Or you deal with that and you'll be happy because you know what? It is the way it is. Or you're going to be all your life, all the time you have in this planet, in this time, trying to change something you don't want to be able to change.
Yeah, you said last year you got like a little depressed with that.
Yeah, of course.
With your loss. How long do you take to get out from that situation, that mindset?
I think that, in my opinion, that type of stuff, when you're sad, it's part of life. It's get a seasonal. So I knew it's funny. I knew when I was sad, I knew it wasn't going to be there for a long time. I'm sad, but I'm thinking to myself, with a little bit of positiveness, it's not going to be here for that long. I'm going to move on.
Everything passes.
I have dogs. I got a little brother. He's beautiful. I got family. I'm not going to, it's my duty as a human on earth to be the best version of myself. What kind of person am I to hold a loss or someone, a bad moment of my life and hold that against the whole world? I gotta blame the whole world, It's
raining.
There's a little bit of the rain.
Raining.
Yeah,
it is
hard, but I think
the microphone is capturing the sound.
The sound of the rain.
Yes,
it is.
Yes.
So just so people know how hard it's raining out there.
Yeah, it's really raining.
But I think it's a combination of understanding that life is like ups and downs, and I think to go back of what you were saying, I think the things in life start to work better when you realize the end game. The end game is when you're not here no more. You know what I mean? The end game is when you don't have no more to offer to life. You don't have no more breath, right? You did all you could do. So we conquer this mountain, this goal, and sometimes that same goal is what makes us stop, because we think everybody should pat our back. Everybody should come shake our hand.
Everybody's entitled.
You're entitled. I won my last fight. I tell people all the time, at the end of my career, my double champs, LFA, all that stuff, wrestling. At the end of my career, we'll talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's have a good time. Maybe have a whiskey or something like that. But it's not time for me to be honest.
To stop and...
I care. My dad cares. My mom cares. I have friends who care. But really, the whole world doesn't really give a crap sometimes about what you've done or what you're going to do. You know what I mean? The only thing that you have to make sure is the intentions you have. Why are you doing this? For me, it's easy. I want to do this to give back to the people who helped me. As far as I know, that's a good start. Hopefully, maybe later on, I could charity work in Africa or something crazy like that. I could think more outside the box, right? But for me, is like the end game is seeing everyone happy in my family, my friends, everybody moving in a better direction from when my parents came here. My parents came here nothing, dishwasher, mom's working hotel. So for me to be in this position, we already inclining. So the little loss, the little setback is part of the thing. They had setbacks too.
But I believe above everything, what are you doing for yourself? That's what the people sometimes, I should say sometimes, because most like the majority thinks the same. They care about what the other one's thinking about themselves, whether they care about whether you're going to like me or going to dislike me. In the end of the story, you are responsible for your memories. You responsible for your actions.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
adding
That's
to
so
that,
true.
it is two ways for us to see that: the pain of a sacrifice or the pain of a regret. You choose each one you want. There's only two. It's not the good thing about simplicity. The good thing about simplicity, in my opinion, is never more than two. It's only two ways. It's a left or right, or yes or no.
Yes or no.
You know what I mean?
You do or you
the
don't.
way, you do or you don't, and or you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay with the pain of the sacrifice, or you're gonna pay with the pain of a regret. The difference between regret and pain with the sacrifice, you most likely you're gonna get it. Most likely you're gonna get it. The pain of a regret, you're never gonna get shit.
Don't be that guy.
The pains are gonna, the chronic pain. Then it doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter the meds you take, it doesn't matter anything. He's right there. That is the pain of the regret.
It's like that bell. Bong.
Yes, and never go silence.
And the people wants great stuff, great position and a great business, but don't want to pay the process.
They want to pay what it costs.
Exactly.
And the payment of the sacrifice is a hard payment, maybe the hardest one that you feel in the moment. But I guarantee you, and I'm not dead, I'm not even an old guy yet, but I guarantee you the pain of regret is going to be so much worse. It's gonna hunt you. It's gonna make you go crazy
forever.
It might affect your relationship with your future family, your kids, and things like that. You don't
especially with yourself.
With yourself,
you're gonna transfer that probably for your kids.
But before we get to somebody outside us, the first one to suffer with that, the first ones to pay for is us. Because you can look to your kid, you can look to your family, you can do, and that's fine about the judgment, but how can you do with yourself? How can you get up in the next morning and say, oh my God, I should try it. Why I didn't try to do it? Why I didn't, why at least try it? I mean, I'm not saying doing, I'm just saying trying. Try your best. Why I didn't try? And when you see it, it's too late because it doesn't come twice.
You can come back and try again or to do something.
Yeah, it's life. Life is a beautiful nightmare. I like to call it. It's beautiful, but it's a nightmare. How can you explain to a 50-year-old guy that wants to do MMA at 50 years old and he wants to be a champion? That's when you look at the aspects, it just doesn't fit. It doesn't make sense. So what is that saying? I'm not saying that a 50-year-old guy can't do it. It's possible. It's just much more difficult because life gives you this time and you have little windows. You have little windows to do something great. Whether you want to be a great dad, a great grandfather, if you want to be a great fighter, my friend, you need to have this thing that everyone's going to call you crazy in the beginning because they don't understand what you want to do. You have to have that little thing inside of you that this is the window I have to do something really great. After I'm done with this life, I'm going to move on to something else. But there's no end game to this thing. I didn't wake up when I was 16 years old and say, I want to be a fighter. And one thing I love that God gave me was I knew myself. I knew who I was since I was a kid. Passed. I knew since I was a kid. I was almost waiting for this moment. Man, I can't wait. Here it comes. Dad, can I fight yet? Not yet. Oh, can I fight yet? Not yet. Can I go to college? Oh, here we go. I gotta wait more. I gotta wait more.
I remember. I
gotta wait more. I gotta wait more. So you go look at the plan Everyone thinks, oh, on this day, I started MMA in 2016. No, I started MMA a long time ago with the mindset, the mentality. So you don't be scared to make a decision in your life and go through these ups and downs, because eventually it's gonna work out in your way. You're gonna figure it out, but. The clock is running, man. You know, the clock's running. You can't wait. There's no such thing as a perfect time, right? We're looking for the perfect moment. Today is nice and warm for the beach. What if it rains right there? Rains, boom, the umbrella's flying. My friend, you have to adapt. You have to go run after your umbrella, grab the towels. You know what I mean? And that's what I think is of striving for your dream. You know, you look at a guy like my dad. If his story, you would think he should have died in every other chapter. He's not gonna make it out of there. Boom! Here he is crawling out the hole. Okay, this time no way. Here he is again, black eyes, crying. Boom! There's these moments, where it's when somebody asks you, "How'd you do it? What did you do that was so significant?" You don't even have words. It's almost like. I can't
most of the time my answer is like I don't know, but I knew I was gonna do it.
I love that stuff where you go, hey, how are you gonna do this? It's like the Nate Diaz interview. Well, so what's your game plan for the fight? A little bit of this, a little bit of that, little and get a pocket full of cash. What kind of plan is that? I don't know, but it's a better plan than nothing. Well, it's almost the natural plan is always the.
Now, in reality, it is a natural. It is a natural plan, but based on your desire.
Yeah.
And not necessarily I know exactly the plan. I know that it's gonna cost me a lot. I know that I'm gonna suffer a lot. I know it's gonna be a lot of pain. But I'm going to do it because doing for me is more important than anything that I go through to the process.
For sure.
So when I come in and I feel the process, when I see that happen, means I'm getting what I want.
Yeah.
So becomes the pain, the sacrifice, and all those things then come together becomes a pleasure. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? You can do whatever you want to do. I don't care. I'm going to get it.
Exactly.
And people are afraid to think like that. That's what really kind of impressed me, is because you know what? It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hell. But you can do it. Ask yourself, how bad do you want?
Yeah.
And it looks like a little bit of a cliche, Oh, all right, you come and say that again. Yeah, I should repeat that 1 trillion times for people to realize then that's the way life plays.
Yeah.
You're not trying to change. I'm not trying to change the rules. I'm going to play the game, but I'm going to play with the pleasure. I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be a clash. It's going to be, it's going to be
make the jump.
Obstacles.
Right?
It's going to be a lot of obstacles coming up and down all the time. And I say, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it. I'm going to do it.
Life has these weird moments where it rewards you when you make the risk, right? When you go, I don't know, I'm going to come to America. I don't know what's going to happen. Well, let's see and find out. You get here, it takes a little while, but life starts to reward you. You start to learn English. You get a job. You start to get back into jiu-jitsu. You start to create a future for yourself to the point where you go, I'm never going back to Brazil. I'm never. They go, you're going to go back to Brazil? That was never my intentions. Now you're attacking life with intentions. You're creating a plan, and you don't know how you're going to get there, but you start moving. You know what I mean? I tell people, whether you're sick, down, happy, sad, keep moving. Keep moving. Roll with the punches. You're in the corner. They're getting roll with the punches. Keep moving, man. Don't stop, because when you stop, you're going to realize you should have kept moving after you're done crying, and after you're done being sad, and after you've done realizing that nobody really, besides mom and dad, if you have a good mom and dad, they're going to care for you. They're going to pat your back.
Because sometimes you don't have the complete plan for concrete your
life. Yeah.
But if you have the great will to do that, you
Yeah.
know, you're gonna figure out on a way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as long as you know, like, you have to know yourself, right? You have to know, not just know yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to, you have to love. You have to look in the mirror and say, "My God, you are a mess, and I love you so much because we're gonna get through this, me and you."
Master of you.
Yeah, you know. And I think it's important.
I had to say that. I have to say that. I'm sorry.
No, it's
I cut
fine.
your thinking process. I'm sorry. I have to say that.
You have to be your best friend. You
Yeah,
have to be
it's your
Actually, you
duty.
don't have to be. When you put a have to be, it's more like obligation.
for the morals.
You can choose not to be, but
Don't complain.
You
we don't
are
like who
your best
You-
friend.
You
of
believe,
course.
you believe there's people in this world, and I feel for these people. I feel for them because I believe in my life there's going to be more happiness to come because that's my type of positive person I am. I believe if you believe in true happiness in your life, it's going to come. You attract what you believe, the
You
vibration.
attract it.
You
It's
know,
true.
there's people in this world, and it sucks that they don't think like that. They think that they think that they're just gonna restart one day. Something's gonna come and help them, or maybe they've already accepted the fact that they think that they can't do nothing no more. You know, every day is a new day to start to change that direction. And the deeper you think negative, it times itself. You think it 2 times, it's gonna be 4 times, 6 times, 8 times. It goes worse, deeper. If you start to think positive 2 times, 4 times, 6 times, it comes in double. You know, understand in life, your only obligation is to love yourself first and be kind. Be kind and calm, collective to others. Everything else will come. Will come with your game plan. Will come through moments in life. You know what I mean?
It's true.
So you just have to appreciate the good times, love the bad times, because you know you're gonna get through them, man, and know that there's a bigger goal to accomplish. You know what I mean?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Oh, yeah, I get off.
Yeah, because
think
we lost the half life, you know, and now we're gonna.
I have to resume in 2 words: patience and consistency.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because
Nobody
when
can
you
take
put
that
that
from
two
you.
together, have patience and
Yeah.
consistency.
So
Patience because you got away, and consistency because you cannot ever allow you to give up.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that.
means if somebody then hears is listening us right now, is if they trying to do or is on a way to concrete his project or whatever it is, if it's hard, it's because he's on a way. If it's painful, it's because he's on a way.
Yeah.
But that is not the if. It is hard. It is difficult. It's gonna be painful.
That's why we need to be.
It's not such a if. If is maybe you're not sure about it for what you want to do, your dream. You know, your dream
It's
is not
hard.
It is hard because number one, it is yours. Number two, as much as in the number one, is private. If it was easy, me, you, anybody would do it. Why? Why doesn't have for everybody?
And a bunch of people they seek for like a peace and a relax one time in a life.
Yeah.
My daddy said he passed away, but he said, we don't have a peace here. We gonna be in peace when we die.
Yeah.
Because the life is hard. We have to work and to do what we have to do.
Exactly.
That's the peace.
I don't even believe it. After we die, we're gonna have a peace.
There's always gonna be a constant.
Of course, yes.
You know, it's an interesting thing. Like I said, we have this window, right? This life. First off, the fact that we're here talking to one another is a miracle already, right? A miracle, a chance. I think they say there's almost an infinite amount of different pairings of DNA. But they say that there's not there compared to the what is it 7.5 billion people. It's a small fraction of how many genetics of different humans we could have. We is almost saying that there's humans that we never seen before. This with this match. So the fact that we're here in this little moment of life that we're running around like crazy people. What do we do? I don't know what to do. I'm crying. I'm sad. Stop crying. Keep going. We don't know if we're right or wrong, right? We're guessing. We're making a guess almost, right? We go off of feeling. This feels good. I don't want to do that again. That feels bad. I don't ever want to feel like that again. So we go off of feeling and we think, you know, what can we do to make our lives better or worse or whatever the case is, right? But the fact that you have this window, that you're this miracle to do something with your life, you know, is already, for me, for Josh Silveira, is already a light bulb in my head. You know, I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a purpose. It might not mean the same purpose for you or for the other person, but I'm not going to waste my time here. I mean, the window, man, being a human being is so crazy, is an insane, beautiful process that don't waste that. I tell people it's not okay for you to be a loser. Not saying because you lose the game, you lose the fight, you're a loser. No. Losing is when you decide to do nothing for yourself no more.
Yes.
Don't be that. It's your obligation as a human being on this planet. You wasting true happiness. Everybody is born with a happiness that they could have, that they could conquer.
I would say then, if it's one thing that I wanna and I do, you know, I think in myself is really something very. I don't have to remind myself. It's so much inside me, so much on me. Then I go back to my first competition. You know, let's call it the competition.
Yeah.
My first run against 300 million people at least, without any conscience, without any intelligence, without anything, I got first place. You know, your first very second of, you know, life or alive, I believe.
Yeah.
And you had to compete. You have to fight, swimming, running, whatever you want to call. You made it.
Yeah.
So how you think, how you can embrace the idea, and I agree with the idea, that you are not capable to do something amazing for yourself.
For sure.
How you cannot say, you know what, I don't have to remember that day. I don't have to have that day in my memory. Then I was a little sperm, you know, swimming and going crazy with a little head, with a little tail.
Competing against other.
At least 300 million. Listen to the number again. 300 million minimum.
We're Brazilian too, so it's probably
I mean, imagine the whole country of Brazil and so many countries that has 300 million people. Imagine the whole country running after you. They all want to get your place, and you made it. Yeah. So you don't need too much. You don't need anything. The fact that you're here, that you cannot say, "Oh, me was different. I didn't go through the process." Of course you did. The reason why you here, because you went through the process of swimming so fast in one direction to get to the castle, to get to the house, to get to the mission, get whatever you want to call mums. You know, what we call that in, I forgot. The uterus.
The ovary.
The ovary, whatever it is.
You science class people.
Yeah, but it is a science with the meaning of how incredible you are. And we try to do the other way. We try to just construct the...
why me? Why I?
Yes,
why
I mean, like,
me? Why did
what are you
this have
doing?
to happen to me? It's like, bro,
Stop.
the fact that it's happening to you is one, make changes, but there's people that don't even have, you know, a life to live. You know what I mean? There's this thing I tell people all the time. Imagine if we dropped all our problems, right? When God says, everybody drop your problems. Like, imagine you could physically drop your problems on the ground. Whether you have a disabled walk, whether you can't speak, maybe you're blind, maybe you have like an autism or something like that. And then 5 minutes later, God goes, everybody pick up a problem. People start picking up problems. The guy who has the walk, now his problem maybe is a family problem, you know, or maybe something else, you know. And then the guy who's complaining about money, he's walking like this now. Imagine that shit. The guy be, hey, give me that back. Give it back. I don't want to walk like this no more.
Yes.
I don't want, imagine that. Let's switch problems. Whoa. Now your problem becomes your blessing. Now your moment is this, the thing you've been complaining about is that same thing that's keeping you alive, keeping you driven, making you a little angry right now because you want to be better for yourself. The guy who has the walk, let me tell you, he made the decision a long time ago. This is who I am. I'm going to find happiness somewhere else. You know, so sometimes appreciate your blessings. Appreciate the dark little, I hate this. Yeah, you hate it so much, you love it. You know what I mean? It's in your mind so much that you enjoy it. You know what I mean? And it's a good mentality to have.
I think the second part was better than the first one. Yeah. No, the podcast was was good. Then we had the break. And then you got back.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys.
I think then it's good for tonight.
It's good for tonight. Every Monday we here 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
We are here to give bubbles in your brain. Is it like that?
You here to dissolve your bubbles in your brain.
Yes. We're here every Monday, 7 p.m.
Every Monday, 7 p.m. Now with Josh Silveira, Zeka.
Little father-son podcast with Zeka on the side. Can I get a father? It's like when you make a meal. Can I get a father and son dish with a little side of Zeka? Little side of Zeka.
I'm just watching here and try to say something, but I'm
was
gonna
great.
prove myself.
Yeah, but we're gonna do something too. Once we're doing the English with Josh, now he's gotta come and do the Portuguese too. Yeah. I mean, he's gonna be here, you know.
Yeah, now
every Monday.
It is your time to make me fun.
I'm gonna make fun of you, all right, Zeka. I'm gonna make fun of you. Don't worry about that.
Okay, guys, that's it for today. It's a great pleasure to be here. It's amazing with these guys. It's a Silveira family here. It's a big pleasure for me.
Yes,
I'm thankful for everything. Thank you, Conan. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Zeka. You watch us all the time. All right?
Appreciate it.
See everybody next Monday, 7 p.m. Say bye.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye-bye.